Her laughter is something I will always remember. The laugh that once made my heart skip a beat when we were younger was not the same melodic sound I used to adore. Now, as she stepped to the front door after a business trip, it was different, sharp and reckless. "Hello, sweetie." Sarah spoke in a light, airy voice, as though she'd been somewhere far away, not just a conference. Her laughter still echoed as she kicked off her heels and tossed her purse onto the chair near the door. But then she noticed it, the framed picture. Her laughter stopped abruptly, as if someone had pressed a switch. Her smile wavered, and the color drained from her face. She stood motionless, staring at the photograph on the dining room table. A picture of us on our wedding day. She was radiant in her lace dress. I was standing proudly in my clean navy suit, and we both looked like we had won the lottery. But I had made one small addition to the image. Across the glass, in bold red letters, were the words, "I know." Her eyes widened with dread as she turned to face me. "What is this, Jack?" I leaned against the kitchen counter, arms folded. "Why don't you tell me?" She opened her mouth, but no words came out. I could see her mind racing, trying to gauge how much I knew, how I had found out, and what I planned to do. Her voice trembled. "Jack, I don't know what you're talking about." A bitter laugh escaped my lips, one that even I didn't recognize. "Please, don't insult my intelligence. For months, you've been deceiving me with your so-called business trips, late office hours, and sudden enthusiasm for going to the gym." I picked up my phone and scrolled through a series of images, each more damning than the last. Sarah's face twisted as she saw herself with her business partner, Mark, holding hands at a seaside resort, kissing beneath a cabana, laughing over drinks at a bar. "I can explain, Jack." I lost my temper. Can you explain how you've been sneaking around with Mark while I've been working late to pay for your expensive yoga retreats and spa days?" My voice rose with every word until I was practically yelling. "You lied to me, Sarah, over and over again. Are you sorry for what you did, or just sorry you got caught?" She stepped toward me, hands raised as if she thought an embrace would make things right. "Please, just let me explain. It's not what it looks like." I stopped her with a raised hand. "Don't. Just don't. For the past 2 months, I've been gathering every piece of evidence I could. Do you know why?" Her lips quivered. She didn't respond. "Because I wanted to be sure I wasn't imagining things. Now that I am, I've made some decisions." Tears streamed down her face, but I felt nothing for her anymore. First, I said coolly, "I've already filed for divorce. My lawyer is holding the papers. You'll receive them tomorrow, and I strongly suggest you review our prenuptial agreement before thinking about contesting it." Her face crumpled. She knew as well as I did. The prenup was airtight. She would leave with what she brought into the marriage, which wasn't much. "You don't have to do this, Jack," she whispered. I ignored her. "Second, I've already told Mark's wife." That one hit hard. She flinched as if I had slapped her. She opened and closed her mouth, but no words came out. I let out a dry chuckle. "Oh, don't worry." She was very understanding. In fact, she shared some of her own evidence with me. "Did you really think you were the only one sneaking around?" She sobbed, but I wasn't done. "Finally," I said, pulling a folder from a drawer, "I put everything together." I tossed it onto the table, the pages filled with texts, images, and receipts. "If you try to fight me on this divorce, this goes straight to your company's HR department. Let's see how they feel about 2 of their top managers using company time and money for their affair." She collapsed into a chair, burying her face in her hands. "I made a mistake, Jack. Please, I love you." I laughed again, hollow and cold. "Love? You call this love? You don't love me, Sarah. You love the life I built for you, the stability, the security, the comfort. But you never respected me. You threw everything away. For what? A cheap thrill." Her sobs filled the room, but I felt nothing except a strange sense of relief. Oh, wait, I hadn't even realized I was carrying was gone. No anger, no sadness, no regret. I grabbed my keys. "I'll be staying at a hotel for the next few days. By the end of the week, the movers will come to pack your things. You need to be out of this house." She looked up at me, her tear-streaked face a picture of despair. "Please, Jack, we can fix this. We can go to counseling." I shook my head. "Some things, Sarah, can't be fixed." I turned to leave, pausing at the door. "Oh, and I canceled the credit card for that new purse you bought on your business trip." "Have fun explaining that." Without another word, I walked out, her cries echoing behind me. As I drove away, I felt a whirlwind of emotions, anger, betrayal, grief. But beneath it all was something else. Freedom. The next morning, I woke up in my hotel room to a text from Mark's wife. Asterisk, "Thank you for telling me. I'm leaving him too. We deserve better." Asterisk, she was right. We did. I looked out the window at the rising sun, realizing that the end of my marriage wasn't the end of my life. It was the beginning of something new, something better. For the first time in months, I felt hopeful.